play today. Let's see what the shapes and symbols have to say. Hello, old souls, fellow empaths, seers, and psychonauts. My name is Steph. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome home. We're going to utilize the scrolls today, scrying for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. We'll add on tarot and oracle. And we also have Ghost Tube kick in for any audio additions from the afterlife that may further add to our abstract and ancient auric adventures. Overall, please do receive release freely. I want to thank you for your time, attention, and awareness, as your perspective and presence is powerful. So gratitude galore. When you're ready, let's go. So I get misfit scrolls. So my scroll set I keep in fake books and packaged. I have many sets.
27.
So probably 27 sets. And I don't have my glasses again today. Oh my goodness, maybe this is a thing, and that's okay. I will let it be. If you'd like to open up with me, taking a nice deep breath, closing the eyes, cleansing the palate of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of old souls, fellow empaths, seers, and psychonauts, thank you for being my muse, and may you meet a message with meaning. All right, I'm just going to grab one more as I'm being called for. Thank you for being here. There we go. I got you.
What is this?
There we go. These are the I Scry scrolls. I am the creator of, and as well as my Inkblot technique as a creator of creating in the name of. So if you were inspired, please do give a girl a shout out. Thank you. All right, let's dig in. You know the drill as well. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below, as your insights do expand the experience and we all become the oracles. Okay, I got my eyes on something. It's in the subconscious state. Sonar hearing. My sonar hearing is and I know you can't, this is like super old.
How do you feel?
Do you see this light being in here? It's like a flame of a person, but it's also a vase, but it's like a Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast, the candlestick. These two are connected. Sonar, it's like sonar and sunlight, if that makes any sort of sense. There's something when I say in the subconscious state, it's specifically in the emotional realm or the empathic realm. It's one of the two. Psychonauts got, and I understand these are all fluid, archetypal kind of expressions, so please allow them to be fluid and flexible. You got lots of different eyes on something. There's like a high priest, priestess feel here. It's of the heart. Okay. I want to put you two together. I know, again, you probably can't see this. It's like the shadow and the shine. Seekers and seers through the light and the dark. Okay, so now it's like sonar sight. Sonar sight. This is the... Okay.
I want to come.
There is a book here that is opened up. Somebody might be in magician vibes, grimoire vibes, recipe book, schooling, teaching, studying. It's a very strong space. Again, it's connected to the heart, and I'm seeing chicken, like cartoon chicken, like if they're eating meat, in the eyes. That's why I was hearing that song when I first started. Sorry, and I didn't say anything. Hungry eyes, I look at you and I fantasize. I've got Dirty Dancing. I can't be the only one. I know I'm not. Okay, there's something happening up here. There's a white flame. There's a white flame with dolphins in here. Okay, this flame is actually a bubble, and this bubble is almost like its own universe, its own realm of reality. The dolphins feel very high frequency, high vibratory in their language. So here's the thing. If the dolphin symbol means anything to you, of course follow that first versus listening to my yammerings. But the way I'm going to kind of express this is I can hear like the however they might communicate, and even though it might sound like a really high pitched Morse code of sorts, not necessarily like SOS, it's more of a just like communication. Like, maybe I don't know if people hear like the high pitched ringing in the ears, noticing if it's left or right. Binaural beats and the hemi-sync type things are coming through, but also being mindful that while we may be taught or told, however that's going to go, and your experience of such, those don't always connect. And I feel like old souls, empaths, seers, or psychonauts with all those eyes here can tell the difference. It's like, okay, oh, this binaural beat or this word, this study, whatever this case is, the words written, whatever the case is, I'm not going to get constipated there, mean this, or this mantra means this tone means this. And you're like, okay, you kind of take it at face value, but old souls are curious. You step in and you realize that's not actually what's happening here. I'm not saying this in like some paranoid way. This is like in layers of it. Does that make sense?
Choked.
Yes, thank you. It's okay. If you're an old soul in one capacity or some measurement of something, whatever you might like to measure, and say you're running on Windows 11, and then you step into a sound, a concept, a teaching that is running at Windows Vista. Now, Windows 11 can run that or portions of it, but Vista not necessarily, right? It hasn't evolved yet or had its experiences to evolve into Windows 11. So you can go back, but it could slow you down because it's running the processor. Oh my gosh, well outside of my comfort zone here. And if you are a computer person, please bear with me. Because again, it's like I'm listening to dolphins talk and I can hear sound, and I'm like
Close.
trying not to panic about it because it feels off, even though not the dolphins, it's the way I'm receiving it, because it's like I'm reading or trying to invest in Windows Vista XP, I don't know, whatever, pick one. And it's like, and it's just simply as it may not be for you. And I think old souls in some area, you're aware of this, of maybe what's going on collectively or within your own life, personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic. Did that make sense anywhere, somewhere over the rainbow? And it's almost like I don't want to overstudy, but then there's something, okay, thank you. So it's understudy. What is that when somebody's like an understudy for someone's role? Okay, thank you. Okay, I know nothing about acting either, so here we go. I'm just all over the place, and that's fine. So I believe when you are an understudy, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, you learn the lines of like the actor, the main actor, the main person, whatever the case is, and you will step in if something happens to them, whatever. Okay.
How are you?
Understudy has its place and its purpose. It is a valuable teaching and learning, I'm going to say tool, but I'm not sure that's the right term. It's an experience, a try on, even to be the understudy in different, you might also be like an apprenticeship or considering starting an apprenticeship because you've been an apprenticeship, you've been the understudy, and it's like somebody learning under you, like a trade, and they have an apprenticeship or you are a magician, or you are this priest, priestess archetypal energy. And while you might teach or take people under the wing, or you have an understudy, it's imperative or important to also have student, one's own. The teacher is also a student in another area. Now, there's something about me seeing like weights and measures of this. It's not about like 50-50 equality. Yeah, I can't remember his name now. Lumiere. These two work together, but it's like if you're 60% teacher, you might be, 10% student, and then the other percentages, math's not going to work here for me today, you are taking care of business, maintenance, house, life, living, and allowing those to be fluid changes. All these eyes over here with the psychonaut experience, it's like linearity has its place, but it's a place to move to and from, to and fro, grabbing little pieces out and then bringing them in. So it's almost like the zigzag of this is really valuable. A zipper is really valuable because it has like zigzags in it, or maybe something about zigzag papers. I don't know. All right. So, but the way I'm going to lean into this of the understudy is at some point in time, the understudy puts forth, accepts that, because you might be an understudy in one area, but you are a master or teacher in another area. And essentially it's going to blend and unite, or you're going to release things. Be like, okay, I learned this, receiving tidbits, releasing the rest. It's like you don't learn all the lines, or maybe you also learn your other person's lines. Oh, for heavens and hot dogs, I have no idea. As cues that, or what's that when people study? They have all these little tips to just remember things, put it in song, or if there's, definitions. Okay. All right. I'm going to add on a few runes here. Thank you for being here. And as well, if you're part of the Secret Tarot Society, I will see you for the flip side on the other side, and we'll flip these scrolls and we'll keep on going for the extended. Okay. So I have Eagle. And thank you as well for being here. You can visit iScry.ca for personals, all that kind of good stuff. Donate, just the grandness of it all. So thank you. Woodpecker. I suppose I can share this with you. Cicada.
School.
Path. Yeah, school. Opportunity to chameleon. Some of you might resonate with being chameleons, being able to play and have different roles, right? Like there's wife staff, there's pet mom staff, there's friend staff, there's scry staff, there's artist staff. They're not the same. They blend, but they're not the same archetypal energy from me type thing. So again, there's a lot of fluidity here in listening to this. Grabbing, someone's like tugging.
Offended.
Sorry if you're offended, but it's fine. Tugging like at my hair, possibly even your heartstrings. And then it's bringing into a cuckoo clock. Is it a cuckoo clock? I think so. Especially with this woodpecker here of new rhythm. So maybe you've been an understudy, or you've been seeing the underlying as well. Here's the thing. The goal's already been reached, whatever this is. Now you're just having the experience of it. Okay, so we'll let that be. The goal has already been reached, and now you're just having the experience of it. So it is, while humbling, or,
stressed,
humility in the human experience, there's no reason to over-identify with, oh, I'm just an understudy, or, oh, I'm just this, or I'm doing this. There's no reason for that, because you've already reached the goal in this, if I may, psychonaut site. Now you're just having the experience of it in this human form. Spirit visions coming in with the eagle, and we talked about that with that sonar site, and being able to see things maybe from those scopes and have new experiences, and knowing that being a student in spaces doesn't take away from the mastery or our because those really become comfort zones. And then they can be choking. They can be a little stifling when we stay there and we're not willing, to expand, if I may. Or at least step out. Because there's the opportunity with the chameleon here to be like, oh, it's like a bat talking to a dolphin. These two communications, a bat and a dolphin, two very different ways of communicating, and yet they are communicating. The past cicada, maybe this is past and present. Where do I, okay. See, when I say the past and the present, it's like the start and the finish. The goal has already been met. The goal was started and the goal's been met. But there's actually no predictability when you're in the experience state of it. It's like even having the vision for it can be limiting, but knowing, just trusting maybe. Really, thank you goes to respecting and appreciating what's been written, what's been said, what's been told, and here we are, because they inspire the student, which really enhances the mastery of such. And for goals, it's the goal that actually becomes more illuminated. It's like being Windows 11, maybe listening or doing something that's like Windows whatever, XP 10 to whatever, and appreciating all of them because they were part of the evolution, the experience of, you're in the experience of the goal reached, even though there's no end point to that. There's no end point to it. I'm sorry. not even sorry, a little bit. Okay. Oh, did I lose track? Maybe I did. Okay, I apologize. If it comes back, I'll bring it in. Okay. Okay, thank you. No, it came back. But maybe we can't imagine Windows Everlasting or Windows 27,221. Windows Universe. So it's like by the time you get to Windows 11 or your embodied Windows 11, you're kind of like the understudy for Windows 2 million. I think I'm just making it worse, but hopefully it makes sense. Like you're just in the experience of it. You've been Windows Vista, you've been Windows XP, you are now maybe Windows 11, and you're also right now Windows 2 million. You're the understudy for a position or another interest you may have. It's going to require an action for you to step out of your comfort zone. Some old souls might be a little stagnant, and maybe you're sensing that. Or you're just sensing it from the collective. And it's not bothering you. You're like, that's just Windows Vista. That's cool. I'm Windows 11, so I'm going to look for different, firmwares, insert computer words. Okay. We're here together. Card that is going to take us to the other side. Service to others. What is good for us in your work in the 6th house? Look at that fruit platter here. We're enjoying a nice fruit platter of all of these different things. All of these different tools. The hoe, the fork, the the scythe, the whole thing. Because I'm seeing all of these things that somehow I've been talking about being understudies or the main role. You're a main role in something else, and it's fine to be an understudy or apprentice. And because when you're in the main role in something else, you might be of service to others, teaching, sharing, doing, collaborating, whatever the case is. Maybe you're not doing any of those things and you're just becoming it. It affords you to become a student again in other areas. Solo missions, very hermit vibes here, and that's perfectly fine because inevitably it adds to whatever you do to be of service to others. The Windows platform, as the example,
sentenced,
is being of service so you can function or something on a computer. Being an understudy is being of service and an actor to put on, you know what I mean, stories and plays for people. And whatever your work is, in the different myriads of your multidimensional nature, allow not the human experience to be limiting. Because whatever it is, the goals of sorts have been reached and we're now in the experience of such. And that can be very relaxing. It's like, oh, okay. Pressure's off. Clap on, clap off. Pressure on. They applaud. I guess if you're in a play, standing ovation. And now the pressure's on to do it again. Great. You know what I mean? We can create these constructs, but you're already great. Accept the applause. All right. I'm going to head on over to the other side. If you'd like to join us, the link is in the description box below for members of the second tier. Like I said, you can head to iscry.ca for anything that you might need. Until next week, Old Souls, so much love. See you then.